Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another neki broadcast. Today we are playing ladder, unbelievable, I know, and we are playing matto. Now, he used to be quite good. He is quite good, but sometimes I don't know, he just tries to invent unnecessary plays and kind of tries to force a certain situation. Well, sometimes he's irrational. Let's put it this way. So yeah, let's hope he will try hard. Let's hope we are going to have a good game, especially since you never see players on the Wesnoth server anymore. So let's see, what am I actually? I am loyalist, of course. Now he will know and recruit accordingly. I'm just joking. He is a fair guy. He just sometimes is a bit irrational. And ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what I'm about to recruit. I don't even know how to play loyalist anymore, especially on this map. Now let's try here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're gonna go with some basic, basic decent decisions. So for example, we have these caves, right? So fences are good in caves. Got a quick one here, so I'm gonna go with that. I would go with another one on the other side, but if I do go with two fences, I'll be obviously exposed to a rush. So I'm not even sure about the steps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? I will go with the second fencer. I'm feeling lucky today. Intelligent, quick. Oh, that's not going to cut it versus an orc rush, if there is one. But this enables me to get this village in a guaranteed manner, and also enables me to put a lot of pressure here because it's a quick fencer. But from here on, unfortunately, we will have to go with very conservative recruits. Resilient, strong, perfect. That's what I like to see. However, it would be even better if I could have a quick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A quick spearman, ideally quick resilience, quick intelligent. That would do. So the quick one would take this village. The resilient strong one would take this village. Fence would take this village. So I have very good village capture in the beginning. However, perhaps I should have recruited a cav. But look at this clump of terrain. I mean, look at it. It's just not cav friendly, honestly. If you have basic spearmen, you're much better off than having calves. Hi, Erdin. Yeah, you're welcome. Glad you enjoy my videos. So, yeah, keep playing Wesnoth. Is a great game. Very difficult. It's easy to learn, but difficult to master, just like chess. So, yeah, definitely I would say one of the better games out there. Alright, so I'm really excited to see what matto, Daniele Morgioni, who is matto, can assure you of that. Normally I would protest a bit. I would say, log in as matto and so on and so forth. But it's so difficult to find players, as I said, that, I'm not going to protest anymore. Now here, it would be perfect if I could see a bit, if I could get a glimpse of what he is, but I'm not going to. Now, I have to assume the worst, right? I would say that the worst for me would be Drake Saurian Rush. If you did go all in Saurians, I'd be in a difficult situation. But Orc, I would say, would be the worst. So I could perhaps recruit more Spearmen. You can never go wrong with Spearmen. However, I just feel the need for one cav. I just my fingers, my hands are itching to recruit one cav. 44 gold. That's 3 Spearmen. Okay, I'm gonna with spearmen. Strong, intelligent. I like that. I'm gonna go with another spearman. Let's see, what is that? Intelligent, quick, not that good. And for diversity purposes, I would say a bowman. There it is. Intelligent, resilient. That's all right. Okay. Tanti. I have no idea what he's saying. I'm scared he might just succumb to one of his episodes. Yeah, that's an interesting thought. Perhaps Merman Fighter would be a good idea on this map, on either side really. But I wouldn't recruit it in the beginning, because if you get a big central attack, so you know, if you want to recruit it in the beginning, it would have to be defensive, right? Because you are probably going versus chaotic if you're out of luck. Therefore, you can't really afford to waste a unit. It has to be a defensive Merman Fighter. So if it has to be a defensive Merman Fighter, you would have to take the Merman Fighter here and then here on this village to hold this village, which would be alright. And from here you could put pressure, maybe you know, cut them off in a cave, but it would come in handy later on. Yeah, the Merman Fighter. So you could either recruit it later on, and you could recruit it on either side wherever you fancy attacking. But if you're recruiting earlier, you're kind of stuck recruiting it on this side. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going versus, I'm not even sure what I'm going against. I'm going versus an aggressive elf, which never works. Never ever works. So what I am worried about are wowzers. Right. I'm worried about wowzers, I'm worried about some tricky plays here. But this guy is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I should be fine. Unless there's, oh right, this is what I'm going against. Well, I know, because he's pushing his archer forward to reach for all these forests, right? And I know, oh, Dauntless is here, unbelievable. All right, so I would set side to idle and wait for Danielle to come back. Now, as far as my fencer goes, if he's overcommitted on this side, I will just have a glance here, see what's going on here. All right, now do I let him take the forest? Do I contest the forest? It's a strong, resilient archer. Honestly, don't know. Quick, intelligent. Not really sure here. Probably. I mean, he could. It's a quick, intelligent spearman, so he might die. At the same time, he might have his units in a. You know what? I'm not gonna risk it. I feel pretty confident that I can deal with some elves. So I'm just going to play passive. Yeah, I'm gonna do this so I could go anywhere I want to. This one here. Intelligent, quick, not that it matters. So basically I'm gonna make sure that I go either way that I want to. Alright, so control, let's see if I still got this. Daniel, there you go. Oh, Daniel BR, Dauntless. Alright, Must be the ladder tournament. I'll go with that. I'm not sure a mage would be good versus an archer, simply because, especially this archer, strong resilience. I mean, the mage would have to attack from bad terrain, 40%, and yeah, it's not worth it, because an archer is 17 gold, the mage is 20 gold. I feel that just melee attacks with normal RNG should be good enough to deal with the archer. I feel that actually a horseman would be a bigger deterrent for an archer than a mage. Problem is, if I do recruit a horseman is quite useless versus wowzers. So this map, if you look at it, it's just forest to forest to forest to forest to forest to forest to forest. So sooner or later, all the trees will start moving, right? So yeah, there's nothing that I could do about it other than take risks. Basically try to do an attack down the middle, then go towards the side, something of this sort. Try to outmaneuver the wowzers, but this would be a long game in which I would have to outmaneuver a bit during one cycle, then outmaneuver a bit more during the next cycle. It would just be so long and boring and so campy. I could try an all-in attack next day, but there will be, believe you me, at least 3 wowzers waiting for me, right? So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. And my unit composition, it's not at all suitable to deal with those wowzers. I don't know, play on the official server. There's a website for reporting ladder games. I believe it's wesnoth.gamingladder.info. But Matto would be the one to know better than me, as I have not played in ages. So I'm not sure if I'm still here or not. How do I do this? Yeah. All right. So it is an aggressive elf, and he is coming to take the forest. I just don't feel that this would produce any tangible results for him, honestly. There must be a wows here, waiting for a trap, blocking the way. Yeah, let's see here. I don't want to be too defensive, to be honest with you. And that's why I'm thinking and thinking some more. So, alright, let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not in for a long game. I want to finish now. I'm going to get a horseman just for fun, and I should probably wait to recruit a spearman, but I just want to discourage him a bit, so I'm gonna do this. Oh, of course, he hit 2 out of 2. I hit nothing. Well, that was a complete disappointment, but I'm gonna keep going. All right, that's a bit better. That's what we're talking about. Perfect. So you see, scout gone, and now I could theoretically put more pressure, but I'm going to hold it off for now. I'm gonna do this, stop him from getting any good terrain next to my units, and I'm going to stop him from getting any forest at all, because look, there's a lot of forest, by placing this fencer on the forest. Yeah, now this fencer is a punchy bag, right? So this forest is going to be, I mean, he has 2 archers to attack me with, and he is going to use all his units on this fencer. So there's also this spearman who is on 40%, so he will have to choose in between these 2. However, if he does kill the spearman, the other units are not that vulnerable. He still doesn't have access to a forest, and also the spearman has a lot of retaliation, so he might go with the archers for the fencer and then see what he can hit and then take it from there. At least this is how I would do it. And now if he doesn't have a walls on this side, then he is dead. All right, so now basically it's in his, the game is his to win or lose, so he can either go all in, and if he doesn't have a walls here, okay, he's gonna go for it, and I'm basically banking on 70%, which is failing me miserably. So it's inflicted plus 11% taken plus 15%. Now I need to not take so much damage. I mean, that was a 70%. That could have dodged a bit better, in my opinion, but such is life. Now it all comes down to these fighters. Can I do some retaliation on these fighters or not? I didn't do much. I was gambling on this 70%. I feel that he should have needed at least 3 slots for that 70%. Killing it in 2 slots. So if he needed 3 slots, you can imagine this one would have survived. He killed it in 2 slots, a full HP. Right, a full HP fencer. That is way too cost efficient, right? So yeah, it's not looking good for me. Let's see here if he's gambling or if he has a wows. He is gambling his life away, so I am going to hopefully take advantage of that. Now let's see here. I'm gonna put this one on 70%. Sorry, on 60%. I'm gonna put the other one on 60%, and then I am going to go back with this archer just in case. So now I'm on 60%, and I'm gonna go back, and I am going to try and hide my horseman. horsemen here. And this should have enough reach. And I'm thinking I'm dealing with a lot of archers actually. I'm thinking either fencer or another spearman. I think spearman is basically very buff, unless it's quick intelligent, then it's more or less useless. And also I can recruit another, I mean, if I keep my villages, I can recruit yet another spearman next turn. So I should be able to keep pumping them, right? So let's see. I lost 2 units and he lost 1. So I am defending and praying, and if I'm not praying, then I should. Goal difference is 12, so I can still come back from this. Theoretically, at least. Oh, all right. So normally, I mean, when I play versus fencers, I need 3 or 4 slots versus a 70% fencer, and the fencer still survives. So unless I have mages, maybe with 2 mages I'll be able to kill a fencer from 3 slots. But when I am the one having the fencer, you saw right there, the fencer died in 2 slots. So, you know, it's perhaps an intuition which I lost by not playing for a long time, but it just feels that this fencer died way too easily. 2 slots is just sorry, I can't play any game about after this. It's already very late for me. But in the future, sure. Okay, he's retreating. He doesn't want to lose the game here and now, because had he taken this gamble and had it failed, then it would have been game lost. Now he's just gonna regroup and take it from there. Now what I need to do is keep up the pressure, I feel. I also have 2 options, right? One option is go one option is play safe, right, and rebuild my army and go back with this fencer, but you know, I don't feel like it. I want this game to end quickly, right? And another option is to push forward, but I have to be careful here not to get in range of too many archers, right? So he might be faking a retreat. Example, this archer has a pretty good reach. Not really sure here. I mean, it will be still, let me see, okay, he's player 1, so it will be morning when he attacks, so I'm sure he won't overcommit. So as long as I stay a bit back, should be fine. Let's see here. This one is quick. 1, 2. So let me see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2. So here. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that should be good enough. Should be good enough to. Oh, there is the possibility that he. All right. Let's do it like this. Okay. And I will basically recruit. I'm not even sure what to recruit. He has a lot of archers, so I'm guessing more spearmen. If he has a lot of archers, no reason to be creative when there's absolutely no reason to do so. yeah, I mean, this is more of a paper wall, right? It's more to impress him rather than anything. I'm sure he won't attack into this, but if he does, I might be in trouble. It's again a gamble. Right, so you see now again from 2 slots, whenever I do this, whenever I take the hero and attack a fencer, I only get 1 hit in, and then I feel really stupid. You know, he got the job done with 2 units, which is way too efficient. So, and I've played a bit gambly because I don't have time to play a very long game. So I would normally have to, you know, go back, build up my army, and you know, play a safe, steady game from there. So now I've lost 3 units, and I've lost my presence on the left hand side. I also lost my presence on the right hand side, and basically now I would need to rebuild that presence, be on the defending side, and so on and so forth. So if this fencer would have survived for 3 attacks, then it would have been much better. It would have been way better. I would have lost 1 unit instead of 2. If this fencer would have survived for 3 attacks, you wouldn't have died, you would have healed, you would have kept the leader here for one more turn, etc. Right? So yeah, now my options are really limited. So what I'm going to do is a bit silly, honestly, which is push forward with all my units and hope for the best. Oh, even misclick there. Well, this is basically game over. This is me conceding the game more or less, because I'm a bit frustrated with these fences. Did they change the fences? Did they reduce the HP on the fences? Because they used to be much better. Not sure. HP 28 seems a bit low. I mean, a strong resilient fencer used to have quite a lot of hit points. 28 is, don't know. It just feels that my fences are dying way too quickly. That's not the fences I remember playing against. Well. Alright, so I'm gonna do 1 all-in attack, and so I knew this was going to happen because I have way too few units. So a good player recognizes that. So you have to understand the situation you are in, and the situation I was in was that which I told you. I had to be passive, I had to play on the defensive, etc. Right? So that should have been my mindset. That should have been my playstyle. Now, he noticed that I basically don't have enough manpower to pose enough of a threat, really. So yeah, now I could go for a leader. It It's a silly attempt for a leader kill, really, but I could go for it. You know, he's given me the opportunity, but I don't know. Well, might as well do it, right? So this is, so how much do I need? I need basically to get him to 22. So to get him to 22, I would need 2 hits from 6 hits, which is not that bad. I mean, it can be done. So with normal luck, this should be a leader kill. But I'm sure this won't happen. I'm sure I will fail miserably. So let's see. All right, it's 25. So I need now, I need 1 hit and 1 hit. So now I need 1 hit with a horseman, right? I need 1 hit with a horseman. And this is 64% to die, right? So basically I have 64%, again, I have 64% chance of winning this game. 64%. To me, that's a pretty high chance. So is everybody ready? Okay, let's see this. But again, I might also die from retaliation. So if I miss this, I'm dead. I'm done for. Ah! Wow, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not coming back from this. There's no way I'm crawling back from this. I had 64% chance to win the game. I've missed it, and there's nothing I can do at this moment. So yeah, fun game. I played a bit risky, to be fair, but I'm of the opinion that it could have been significantly different. 70% full HP fences shouldn't die from 2 slots. They just shouldn't. When I attack fences, I need 4 slots without magic. So yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. And there's not gonna be one more turn because he's gonna use all his soldiers from here. He's gonna bring them back and basically clean up my dying units anyway. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait until my units die, and then I'm going to GG. What is he doing? Is he actually attacking me? Look, that is another annoying. Anyway, just for example, if I hover over this archer, it shows me that it still has movement. I have to click on it to see that it doesn't have movement, right? So yeah, and now he can just retreat his lead, and he will be absolutely fine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this quick and fun game of Wesnoth. I took risk after risk, and I feel that here game could have gone significantly differently. Here game could have gone significantly differently, and then here I should have won it, like 64%. Mathematically I should have won it. So yeah, you can play in this way by all means, but if you want to basically increase your chances statistically, not just one game, you know, be an excellent player, make sure you on the long run you have a very high win percentage. Once the first attempt failed, I should have rethought my whole strategy, played passively, regain control, go into mages. He would have gone into wowsers, and it would have been an extremely long game on this campy map. It is one of the maps where I personally would prefer to be elf rather than loyalist, simply because of the fact that this map is not great for calves. It is great for fences, you would think, but as you saw, fences die in 2 tiles on 70% from some mere elves, which is incredibly frustrating. So yeah, there's nothing else there. He's just playing here with this, you know. Theoretically I could still win, but no, it's not gonna happen. And well, if I hit one more time, maybe. Anyway, so GG, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed. I know I did my game of Wesnoth in a very long time. If I find people on the server like Matto that are willing to play, then definitely I will cast more. It's just the availability. It's just there's nobody available these days. But yay, I see Don't. I see, well, he left. I see Don't and other players, which they might be making a comeback. So who knows? Maybe in the near future I'll be casting some more games. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the Discord Wesnoth Ladder channel. I'm sure you can find it, and you can post there when you're available, and you can find players, including myself, maybe. So as I said, the Wesnoth Discord, the Wesnoth Ladder Discord channel. You can ask CacFiend if you don't know which one that is. All right, so I shall see you, ladies and gentlemen,